Now that our project media has been organized into bins and smart bins, it's time to begin going through our media and prep it for the edit. If you don't have it open already, go back to the Project Manager and open the Nelson Teaser 2 project. You'll know it's open when you see the project name at the top of the window. In this lesson, we'll start by synchronizing audio that was recorded on a separate digital field recorder with a camera's reference audio track. After that, we'll select specific portions of our clips to use in the timeline. Let's sync the first clip manually, so you'll know how to do it, just in case you run into issues with automatic syncing in the future. In the media page, select the bcam bin. So it's easier to see the full clip names, change the clip browser to list view. This bin contains all the clips related to the B camera. At the top of the list are two WAV files from the digital recorder, and at the bottom are the camera source clips. There's also one clip I synchronized for you with the word synchronized in the name. Start by selecting the L03B movie clip. Then use the jog bar to locate the frame with the closed slate. Use your left and right arrow keys to move the playhead one frame forward or backward until you're right on it. As you scrub the playhead back and forth, you should be able to hear the slate snap shut in the camera audio. To make this process more precise, go to the Viewer Options menu and choose Show Zoomed Audio Waveforms. This will display the clip's waveform at the bottom of the viewer, which can be helpful for finding the exact frame you're looking for. In this case, it's the frame with the tall spike in the waveform. Hold down the Command key on a Mac or the Control key on Windows, then select the O3B WAV file at the top of the list. In the audio panel of the media page, select the Waveform button to reveal the audio waveform. Use the jog bar and your arrow keys to locate the same waveform spike representing the closed clapper. Now both clips have their playheads positioned on the same sync frame. To sync the clips, click the Link Unlink Audio button in the lower right of the waveform panel. Now when you play the clip in the viewer, you should hear the clean audio from the digital recorder, synced perfectly with the video. So right now I'm in a ghost town called Nelson, Nevada, population 6, which would mean it's not really a ghost town, but whatever. It's a ghost town. If you find that the sync is off slightly, just unlink the clips, choose New Sync Frames, then link again. To verify the synced relationship of these two clips, right-click on the Alien Hunter O3B clip and choose Clip Attributes. In the Audio Attributes tab, the source channel should read Linked Channel 1 and Linked Channel 2 with a format of stereo. If you ever need to switch back to the original camera audio for some reason, reveal the Source Channel menu and choose the Embedded Channels. However, we want the linked channels, so we'll leave it. Now click Cancel. As you can see, manually linking audio is super easy, but it's not the fastest method. Go back to the bcam bin and command-click the O4B movie clip and the O4B wave clip. Then right-click on one of the selected clips and choose Auto Sync Audio. There are basically two ways to auto-sync. The first method uses timecode, and the second method uses the audio waveform. The options that include Append Tracks will create an additional audio track for the linked audio in the timeline, so you'll be able to see both the camera reference audio and the linked audio from the recorder. This can be helpful from time to time, but I find that appending tracks only clutters up the timeline with tracks I won't be using. Choose Auto Sync based on waveform. Resolve will analyze the file and link the two clips for you. Once again, playing back the clip will verify that the clip is in sync with the clean audio from the digital recorder. Reasons inexplicable, families on vacation would be heading to Las Vegas, and for some unknown reason, they just... While we're here in the media page, let's watch through one of our interview clips and mark the selections we like best. Locate the Alien Hunter O3B synced clip and select it to load it in the viewer. Use the jog bar and scrub until the timecode in the upper right of the viewer reads 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Press the space bar to play. So right now I'm in a ghost town called Nelson, Nevada, population 6. This interview is for a fictional web series on alien hunters of the Southwest, and the guy on camera is very serious about his vocation. He seems to be very knowledgeable on the subject matter, but he stumbles from time to time and has some lines that don't quite fit into the story we're telling or the time frame we have to tell it. Going through our media now will help us find the gold nuggets of the interview so that we're not distracted later by any material that we don't want to use. To quickly move the playhead back to the start of his delivery, we'll use timecode entry. Go to the playback menu, locate Go To, and select timecode. In the upper right corner of the viewer, the timecode field becomes active for keyboard entry. Enter 3, 11, 10, which represents a timecode value of 3 minutes, 11 seconds, and 10 frames. Then press return. The playhead jumps to that specific frame, which just so happens to be before his first word. Mark an endpoint by pressing I on the keyboard. Press the space bar to play the clip, then pause after he says Nelson, Nevada. So right now I'm in a ghost town called Nelson, Nevada. Look in the upper right corner of the viewer and you should see the timecode position of the playhead in the clip. It should be around the 3-minute 15-second mark. Now press O to mark an out point. The jog bar should now be highlighted in light gray to indicate that an in and out point has been set. This lets Resolve know that we want to use just the portion of the clip between the in and out points. It's always a good idea to verify your selected range by playing it from the in point to the out point. From the playback menu, choose Play Around to Play Into Out, or press Option / on Mac OS or Alt / on Windows. So right now I'm in a ghost town called Nelson, Nevada. In and out points are great, but you can only have one set of them per clip. In other words, if we keep going and set another in and out point in another section of the clip, these points will be overwritten. So we need a way to identify this specific range for use later on. Right-click on the highlighted range we just marked and choose Convert In and Out to Duration Marker. Resolve places a duration marker that matches the in and out range. What's even better is that you can add more information to the marker. Select one of the marker handles, then right-click and choose Modify Marker. A pop-up appears allowing you to change the marker name, add notes, or change the color of the marker. In the name field, type Nelson, Nevada, then click Done. Let's mark another in and out point. Press the space bar to play the clip until he says, whatever. Then pause playback. Population 6, which would mean it's not really a ghost town, but whatever. Using the jog control, scrub the playhead over the next word, listening for the break between the words but and it's. Make sure the playhead is before the word it's, then press I to mark an endpoint. Press the space bar again to listen for when he says, it's also known for alien activity. Then press O to mark an out point. It's also known for alien activity. You can do this even while the clip is playing back. It's called marking on the fly. Now right-click anywhere inside the range and choose Convert In and Out to Duration Marker. To edit the marker, double-click on the marker handle to open up the marker properties. Change the name to Alien Activity and click Done. Another great method for locating clips is to color tag the bins. In the bins list, right-click on the interview bin, then go to Color Tag and choose Blue. You won't see the color until you click off the bin, but this color tag will make the bin more obvious. In the next lesson, you'll start stringing these clips together sequentially in the timeline in a process generally referred to as an assembly edit.